ikaw pa kabahan.
Hello. Good afternoon. Hey, happy anniversary.
Thank you, my friend.
And officially, it's your 10th year anniversary. And I have this ongoing series kasi of content creators in quarantine. And what's next for all of us, and I
Right.
know you're the right person to talk about this, and we'll talk about maybe siguro your learnings for the last 10, and then let's talk about the next 10.
All
Okay?
right.
Uh, I'll
Fantastic.
just I'll just play the video. All right.
Sure.
All right. Thank you. And we're here talking to thank you for all right. Good evening, Richie. Good
Idol,
evening.
kamusta? Parang tulpo lang kausap ko.
Good evening. Good evening to everybody joining us in the live stream or watching in the replay. We're talking to Richie Zamora, known as the PKS Eater, and we wanted to congratulate him for the 10th year anniversary of the PKS Eater during the quarantine. Woohoo!
Thank you. 10 years. Wow,
10
can't
years.
believe it.
Oh, that's a special moment that we need to talk about, really. And maybe for those listeners or people watching the replay who don't know the PKS Eater yet, maybe you can introduce yourself. Yeah,
Okay.
about and what do you what do you blog about, the topics that you do?
So I am Richie Zamora. I am a food blogger that branched out into travel and more or less parang family then. My blog is called thepickiesteater.net. It was started by actually me and my wife. She was the one into photography and I was the one into eating. And actually, pero, we love to eat out together. I'm really the writer. So, ang nangyayari kasi, pagkakain kami sa labas, she would tell me na, wag mo muna kainin yan, pipicturean ko. But, so ako naman maghihintay, and wala pa yung mga Instagram and stuff like that, multiply pa nga lang yata yung time na yun. And, and so, minsan nag-aaway nga kami kasi by the time na she would get to my food, sobrang nakalimutan ko talaga hintayin siya and nakagat ko na or something like that. So, one time na lang ang ginawa niya was that she gave me a flash drive filled with food photos of yung mga ano namin, yung mga travels namin, and said, yeah, baka gusto mo i-upload sa Multiply. From Multiply naging Facebook, and I would do like a short review of what I ate. And natuwa lang ako because parang I had my friends asking me lang after, uy, hindi ka nag-upload ng saka kumain this week. Yung parang ganon. And then I decided I wanted to put up a food blog after I watched Adam Richman on Man vs. Food. After I watched that, kasi syempre nababasa ko na yung our awesome si Franny, si Jin, si Leslie, mga OG. Nababasa ko na sila and all that. And medyo wala pa akong courage to start my own blog. Pero when I watched talaga Adam Richman, doon talaga ako na-inspire na sabi, kaya ko to. I can make it funny and engaging and entertaining, and feeling ko I'm gonna enjoy doing it. So when I told her that, you know what, I'm gonna make this blog talagang full time na 3 times a week. And sabi niya lang sa akin na parang natawa lang siya ng okay. Sabi ko, why, what's so funny? But parang hindi ka naniniwala na kaya ko gawin. Then sabi niya, hindi alam ko kaya mo gawin. I know you can write. But ang tanong ko lang is that you're gonna be writing about the food. You're the pickiest eater in the world. So when she said that to me, parang doon nag-click sa akin na, okay yung name na yan. Why don't I own up to the title na binibigay sa akin na not just my wife but my family, they call me that talaga na I'm really picky when it comes to food. And so without realizing,
hindi daw halata.
I know, especially now. But without realizing it, kasi I didn't know how how social media works, because it was very young pa at that time, di ba? By
Mm-mm.
calling myself the pickiest eater in the world, I kind of put a premium on my quote unquote brand, no? Because when I would eat in a restaurant and I would uh, blog about it, natutuwa yung restaurant. They would share my blog post saying, "Wow, we passed the standards of the pickiest eater in the world." With, di ba, without realizing it, parang naging
Oo.
premium siya. But the truth is, yung pagka-picky ko is because more childlike na parang pihikan
Oo.
than because sobrang taas masyado ang standards.
More of you don't eat vegetables, 'di ba? Parang gano'n, childlike.
Yeah, alam mo yung yan, exactly. Yung parang yan ang ano sa akin ni Rina, na it's more parang kang bata. Yung ganun talaga when it comes to food. Pero I have to say that becoming a food blogger really helped me in that aspect, because wala kang choice eh. I open up to try more things,
Oo.
including vegetables naman. So there are just a few things that lalo na pag exotic, hindi ko na kaya. Pero vegetables don't scare me as much as it used to.
Oo. Okay, now next question. Over the last 10 years, what were your top 3 moments in your blog? You know, let's reminisce your 10
Sure.
years. I think for me, the first time na naalala ko talaga na you defeated us. Hindi ko makalimutan. Di ba? Tatlo lang tayo nun, di ba? Tinalo mo ba sila isa? Sila Yen,
Exactly.
di ba?
Yan. Actually, yan.
Anong year ba yun?
That
And
was 2012, I believe. Kung tama ako, 2012.
2012. And the prize money was going to New York.
Right.
And then we were doing our blog posts. I think I did collaboration posts. Sila Chucky, ano bang ginawa nila Chucky nun?
Kumuha sila ng mga celebrities from GMA.
Oo, kumuha sila. And then you did a video na talaga nakakatawa. I think that was one of your first videos, di ba?
Yeah.
I guess at the time.
Right.
And then you defeated us and you guys went to New York. So aside from that, what were the top 3 things that you would remember about the last 10 years?
But honestly, I have to put that one talaga being because not just na I defeated Anton Diaz, the mighty Anton Diaz. But at the same time kasi I was parang 1 year pa lang in blogging. Kalaban ko was the top blogger in the Philippines, and kalaban ko asawa ng celebrity. And me, I'm basically an unknown. So I really had to think out of the box on how to win this. So this was to put it into context. The contest was the Oreo ambassador. We were actually competing for the right to represent the Philippines as the blogger ambassadorio in the 100 years of Oreo in New York. So basically, sasama kami meron kasing Philippine ambassador, sasama kami, and then we will basically cover whatever they're doing and then make blog posts about it. And so the agency that tapped us asked us to come up with a presentation celebrating 50 years of Oreo, doing it our way. And yan, so it was, I would say I have to include that talaga because
yes.
Agree. Because it was really, syempre, I got to go to the United States on sponsored by Oreo.
Tsaka 2012 yun, di ba? Unheard of
2012.
yung mga ganyang prices at the time.
Yeah, and the nice thing about it also was that they took care of our US visa. And at that time, medyo mahirap to get a visa. I had a letter talaga from Oreo claiming that that please afford Mr. Zamora and his wife the courtesy of a visa, blah blah blah. And yun, wala.
Galing.
Prior to that, we were worried na baka ma-reject kami or something, diba? So that
defining moment talaga yan eh. Defining moment at the time.
And I would say the first one, another one would be, if you're asking me three, no, the one would be 2011 pa lang, my first year in blogging, na nominate na ako sa Philippine Blog Awards. I know it's non-existent right now, no.
Mhm.
I would say that, and being a guest at Huffington Post Live as the first being the first Filipino blogger to guest on Huffington Post Live talking about picky eating. Pero I would say talaga na pinaka-highlight of it all was meeting my idol Adam Richman, and you were there. So you
Yes.
know how
Can you tell
starstruck.
us? Yeah. Can you tell us more about that story?
Okay, so that see Adam Richman, like I said, from Man versus Food, he is, I would say, my idol, diba? He was my idol and my inspiration for starting my food blog. I got a call from Spanky saying that, "Uy, are you free on this day? Ganyan ganyan." I go, "Yeah." Spanky naman usually calls up, and when Spanky calls up and says, we're having dinner at this place. Tayo, di ba? O game, let's have dinner at that place. He goes, "Oh, we're gonna have dinner at Dedet's on this day. You have to be there because that guy Adam Richman is gonna be there." Parang napaka-casual that he was saying the way he was saying it, di ba?
Oo.
"Wait, Adam Richman of Man versus Food?" Then he's like, "Yeah, he's gonna be there. So I want you to go there." Huh? I go, "Are you serious?" Talaga hindi ako makapaniwala. I thought this whole time he was joking me. And I remember tayo, di ba, on the day itself, you and I, we met in Magallanes sa Starbucks, di ba,
Yes.
sa labas.
Oo, yes. Oo.
Ayaw pa ako papasukin. For some reason, di ba, they were waiting, they wanted everyone there so that when I pagpasok ko, everyone can witness yung when I met Adam. The moment I met him, di ko talaga natiis. "Hey man, parang ang cool ko pa eh.
Cool,
Hey man,
cool.
are you..." Wala, yinakap ko talaga siyang ganun, di ko talaga natiis. But yeah, it was really a dream come true. He was really, I'm sure you know, he was really nice, very down to earth naman. His wit is razor sharp talaga. Ang bilis niya makaisip ng joke.
Oo, galing nga,
Ang
galing.
really, I was really blown away. Starstruck talaga. I rarely get starstruck because I worked in the entertainment business for a while. Pero with Adam Richman talaga, I was really blown away. Starstruck talaga.
Oo, ang galing yun. Naalala ko nga yun eh. Para kang ano dun. Yeah. That was one of the moment. And Adam Richman, ang galing nga, magaling nga. Lumabas rin yun, di ba? Lumabas rin yung show niya.
Yes.
Which is
Secret
very
Eats.
good. Oo. What else? Aside from those two.
Yun, Huffington Post Live.
Mm.
I really
Adam.
inquired kung I asked them if when they invited me, I just wanted to know if am I the first Filipino food blogger that you've invited? Tapos I believe so. Sabi niya, I can't recall any other Filipino food blogger that we've had on the show. So to me, that was a big honor. Huffington Post Live, diba?
Oo. All right. Ano pa? That's it. Sandali
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Wait, so Blessy says hi from Discovery.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Princess says nag-fanboy moment.
Super talaga.
Super.
Meron pa nga akong video na inano ko na nung nag-meet kami, nung hinag ko siya, inedit ko parang, kung wala ka na. Hi, Ledos. Thank you so much. Means a lot.
Yeah. And then Kimberly.
My friend Kim. The queen of fried chicken.
The queen of fried chicken. Galing. So, let's go naman to fast forward to during the quarantine. What happened ba with how did the quarantine impact content creation? And I know you work for a YouTube media company, and you work with KTG. You work with basically all the content creators. Maybe can you share with us what happened? Specifically for those the content creators that you think worked out well, no, they were able to manage the quarantine, and those na hindi, and what can we learn from that moment?
Well, it's an for content creators during this quarantine, it's really a matter of adaptation. No? How do you adapt to the times? How do you create content safely and responsibly? Because there's a time and a place for pranks, and now is not one of those times really. No, there are people that are losing loved ones. So ano naman, I'm fortunate to be able to work directly with YouTube, and we get the guidelines, and it's our job to cascade to our creators the proper guidelines. So, but at the same time, beyond that, as a content creator myself, having to deal with the limitations for food, thankfully, isn't so bad because when the quarantine started, ako personally, I had a long, a very big backlog that I said, okay, so hindi mo na ako lalabas to eat. I'll just work on my backlog uh, and worry about that later because I had 3-4 months worth of material. If I were to post once or twice a week, I aabot ako 2-3 months, no.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened was that food trends started happening. The dalgona, the sushi bake, the ube cheese. So it was just a matter of being able to adapt. Instead of focusing on restaurant reviews, why not focus on small businesses that can that offer delivery services? Why
Mm-hmm.
not help these home bakers that want to offer their products just because they're trying to earn a living? Or if if the financial part is also your problem, you yourself as a food, I'm talking about specific to food, why don't you try to create the dalgona, create your own?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of being creative and innovative with how you address your content. Now, syempre, different genres will have to will have different problems, especially like travel bloggers, I
Oo,
believe,
anong
are,
nangyari?
'di ba, are the ones that really hit because di sila talaga makalabas.
Mm-hmm.
So yung kami, we have a few travel bloggers in our network. What I always try to tell them is right now kasi even going somewhere uh, to another city is what they call the new normal, 'di ba? So instead of showing what would it be like to go uh, to Hong Kong or something like that, why not show what the situation of the mall is currently, the safety procedures that are in place. That way you're able to cascade information to the people that they would like to know. No, they want to know that the mall is safe. They want to know that excuse me, that uh, the protocols are being maintained, and at the
Mhm.
same time you're creating content. uh,
Okay.
but as much as possible, our ano our what we tell them is that try to do so when you, not for the sake of lalabas ka para lumabas lang. Let's say you
Mm,
need to go to the grocery, then isama mo na yung intention mo to make content. So
mm.
minimize as much as possible yung paglabas, but make the most of your time when you're out. Parang ganon.
Okay.
So, all
How about,
genres naman
oh,
naapektuhan eh.
pero how about the YouTubers in particular? What's the impact on traffic and advertising big during
I
the quarantine?
believe uh, it's a little bit of a mix. It's a little bit of a mixed bag because there are more people who are at home and can watch. However, the competition, such as Netflix, the competition, especially with TikTok, is more fierce. No, there are more options to watch, especially
Yeah.
with on-demand streaming services.
Mhm.
So they really need to. You still need to create engaging content, and at the same time, if I recall correctly, with brands pledging uh, diverting some of their money from advertising to humanitarian efforts, medyo nabawasan yung mga rates. So, yeah, naapektuhan din ang YouTube revenue. So, if you are really relying on your YouTube revenue, I wouldn't be surprised if yun nga, if your finances took a large hit.
Mm. Sa tingin mo, there'll be content creators na hindi magsusurvive during this whole pandemic? Or do you think they'll just do some other things and then they just go back later on?
Yeah, I think I would I would assume that if financially hindi nila kaya to maintain their channel, I would expect them to lay low muna, try to find work or something, and then come back when they're in a better situation. However, I of course no kanya-kanyang situation, it's iba-iba yan, but I really hope that these people don't lose their drive to create content, because I always say that it's a content creation is a work of passion. It's not something you can force yourself to do, or if you have to, maybe you shouldn't be doing it, diba? So hopefully naman that if they do need to focus on work, getting putting putting food on the table, and they have to stop their channel for a while, I hope that they're able to come back. But
Mhm.
yes, prioritize muna yung ano nila, family nila, the more important things, the essentials.
So sa network nyo or sa KTG, may mga nag-stop ba because of the pandemic? Or mga kilala mong mga friends?
Well, actually wala pa naman. Tuloy pa naman yung ako personally, no, tuloy pa naman yung yung paggagawa ng content. Um Work from home ako now. So what's good about about being work from home is that I eliminate already the travel time. So the time
Mhm.
that I'm supposed to be on the road going home, I use to create content. So I have an extra 2 or 3 hours uh just being able to video edit. So I really already I made the transition from the blog, the written blog, to full YouTube na talaga. And then I just embed it on my YouTube channel.
Oo.
So everyone that I've seen so far, like with KTG, in fact, we together as a group, we
Mm.
made a pact to help as much small businesses as we can.
Mhm.
Uh, Whenever I'm sent something, whether it's from a small business or a large restaurant, I try to make it to a video, because I know a lot of people are already posting on Instagram, but baka makatulong naman a different medium on a different platform for them. So yun, we're trying to all trying to do our part.
Okay. And our main topic really is the future of content creators, no. And I
Mm.
know you're one of the right person to to at least have a discussion on this, because
Yeah.
nobody really knows what happened. But the
Hmm.
pandemic just things talaga, 'di ba? Maraming
Yeah.
mag-change. So, maybe let's discuss some of the trends. First, how serious is TikTok as a competition to being a YouTuber? Meaning, let's
Hmm.
say if I'm new into the content creator business, should
Hmm.
I just go straightly to TikTok, or still YouTube path is still the way to go?
Personally, I would definitely go through. I would go to YouTube. I wouldn't mind exploring TikTok, but the narrative of TikTok kasi is different. Being excuse me, 15 seconds and 60 seconds. No, uh, I still feel that YouTube is a better platform for me and what I'm looking for as my main avenue to show my content. I would love to be able to showcase my video, build an audience in TikTok, and showcase that, and be able to earn from that as well. I know they're more lenient when it comes to copyrights than YouTube is. That's the biggest problem lang. Yan yung
Mm.
pinakasakit sa ulo lang talaga sa YouTube, is that they're very very strict sa copyrights. That's why mahirap kumilos at oftentimes, because
Hello. All
Hi.
right.
Sorry, we're back.
Yun.
Ayan, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, naglolo ko yung connection ko minsan.
So you were saying YouTube is more stricter, di ba?
Yeah, YouTube is so much stricter. So, TikTok nga, you get I think that if you ask, am I back? Sorry, am I back?
Oo. In and out. Sige,
Okay,
go.
sorry. So if I think the only thing that would really stop people from using TikTok would be yung mga lumalabas na balita regarding yung sa it being used for spying and stuff like, diba, stuff like that. I think
Mm.
that's because I don't know how true it is. I personally don't. I do have TikTok on my phone. I haven't made any content yet. Reserve ko lang yung pangalan na Pickiest Eater on
Mm-mm.
TikTok. But I would like to be able to sa totoo lang, nalilito pa ako how to make content on TikTok. Napakatito ko
Sasayaw ka lang
talaga.
naman eh. Sasayaw ka lang naman.
Tsaka, I see people like si Fork Spoon, si Explorations on TikTok, and they have they have engaging content. And so, yun, nakaka-inspire to make something like that. But parang I'm hindi ko pa nagagawa. The controls, the interface, every time I look at it, ang feeling ko ang tanda ko na talaga.
Now, I know you talk to a lot of advertisers. So, moving forward, ano ba hinahanap ng advertisers? Is blogging or social media, Instagram or YouTube is the way to go? Or are they looking for more parang holistic content creator with multiple channels?
I think, excuse me, I think it really depends on your campaign, no? Instagram will give you that one big blast that you would need. Facebook has a longer the longevity naman of Facebook, and the virality of it also is more excuse me, more how do you say it, more it is stronger than Instagram then, because not because you can share more than just a photo or
Mm-mm.
a 60-second video. YouTube naman is gaining ground here.
Why did you
And
say that?
it's if you ask me, it's a lot more campaigns now are for the past few working in influencer marketing. No, I've always
Mm-mm.
been I've always been requested for whether it's a blog, before blog post, a sponsored blog post, Instagram post, or Instagram post cross posted to Facebook, parang ganon. But recently, especially with ngayon na bigger names are becoming more YouTubers are becoming more recognizable. Yung mga Will Dasovich, sina Alex, they have brought YouTube to the forefront. And people have seen, wow, ang dami pala nitong followers. The Guerrero siblings is a big part of that also. The brands are realizing that, wow, these people have followings that we can utilize, that we can mobilize. So
Mm-mm.
now I've been getting more before, because I would used to have to propose Facebook YouTube content. Let's say,
Mm-hmm.
okay, would you like to try on YouTube? And then wag muna YouTube, ano muna tayo? Dito muna tayo sa Facebook and Instagram. So now it's becoming more and more accepted. I think also the great thing about YouTube kasi is that the attack would be a more organic and authentic experience, because you can sort of do a product placement subtly without it. I can do a vlog of me and my friends going out, and then we pass by a certain fast food, and then we eat, and without it going, try the new blah 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 of the new burger of whatever. Diba? It can be we sort of just it looks authentic. It looks like an experience wherein ikaw and your friends could be in the same situation. So
Yeah.
that's the beauty of YouTube.
Yeah. Pero hindi ba limited lang yan to mga 1 million subs and up? Paano naman yung mga below 1 million subs?
Well, I think I can say that I'm nowhere near 1 million, no, and I've been getting I've been getting, thankfully, excuse me, I've been getting naman some pitches or inquiries in my for me, because
Okay.
the nano, they call it the nano creator, di ba? Una nga, kala ko unano yung tawag sa akin na sabi, sama naman ito, nano. Gago to, ah. Yung pala, the nano creator, meaning the smaller, the smaller following is also being mobilized and utilized, because the spread can be, you can seed to more people. So, touching different markets. So, ano naman, at a friendlier budget, of course, no?
Yes. Next question. You mentioned YouTube, 'di ba?
Yes.
Hindi ba the competition will become more fierce na ngayon na ABS-CBN closed down, most of the artista are going YouTube also because of course there's a lot of success stories with artista going YouTube, and therefore it will become competitive na kung hindi ka artista ang hirap mag-compete. So what do you think about that impact of the ABS-CBN closure and artists getting into more YouTube content?
I was, when it happened, I wasn't really sure how to what to think of it, no. But at the end of the day, to me, kasi I think it helps the presence of these celebrities and these actors on YouTube, on the YouTube platform. For me, kasi I try to look at it as a positive thing. Excuse me. It only reinforces the how do you say it? The valid. It makes it more, what's the word? Legit. That YouTube is a legitimate platform for people, like, let's say the number one is Alex Gonzaga, who was a I don't know about number one, but one of the top, diba, is Alex
Mhm.
Gonzaga, who was already a legitimate actress. Excuse me, even before she started her YouTube channel. Kim Chu, what has a crazy fan base
Okay.
already, no? So many fans already, even before she started her YouTube channel, no? So for her, for advertisers to see that these celebrities are using the platform themselves, when they could very well get brand deals and the two TV commercials. To me, I just look at it as a good thing, that advertisers in turn will turn to YouTube for more digital advertising. Now,
Okay.
ano na lang, when it comes to placement of the ads, feeling ko naman uh, pagandahan yan na lang talaga ng content. So that's when you're being a content creator has to really shine. So if you want to be noticed by a certain brand, then you create content that you feel that the brand will that will appeal to the brand.
And do you think so let's talk about YouTube because yan yung pinaka-hottest thing now. Is the entertainment, doing pranks, doing all this parang mga dancing is really still the way to go, or can you do more serious stuff like let's say see Doc Willie, 'di ba, was very
Mhm.
successful. A lot of the doctors now are having YouTube
Yes.
accounts. Anong laban nila yun? I mean, what can you give tips siguro to people starting a YouTube channel? And if you're starting from below, paano ka
Mhm.
mag-compete dun sa mga established
Right.
YouTubers, di ba?
Mhm. Like, I would say that if you're starting a YouTube channel, right, um, the best thing you can do, first and foremost, talaga, is make sure your channel is authentic to who you are. If you feel that you are good at music, if you feel that, like me, magaling kumain, if you are magluto, or if you're into fashion, makeup, whatever, make sure it's something that you actually enjoy doing. Don't, well, you can, if it's something that you have to force yourself to do, don't even bother doing it anymore. Um, the reason why people like Doc Willie has become as successful as they have been, sorry, it's because of the pure love for the field uh, that they've invested in. Si Doc Willie pa nga, I had a conversation with him a couple of weeks ago, and he was telling me talaga that when he makes his channel, he binibigay ko lahat. He tells me like, because before I told him, Doc, ayoko ibigay yung lahat kasi baka hindi na sila they won't reach out anymore to me to make inquiries. And he said, "Baya mo na 'yan, bigay mo na lahat." Ako nga mas kung may pasyente ako, kung may sakit sila, hanapin pwede naman nila hanapin sa YouTube yung mga nagawa ko. Wala akong pakialam doon. Basta I want yung message ko on medical information to be cascaded to as far as possible. Yan yung passion niya. And it was really inspiring talking to Doc Willie talaga. So, it was be true, like as you were saying, the message I can give is be true to yourself talaga. If find a niche that you want to that you would like to that you feel best represents you as a content creator, and try it. If you feel it's not working out, find another thing that you like. But I wouldn't do anything that hindi ko talaga gusto. I would love to do tech stuff, pero wala. I'm not good at tech talaga. So if I started off with trying to do tech stuff. What ended up happening was that I had Rina do it for me na lang. Mas may alam pa siya kasi sa akin. So yeah, just really be true to yourself. Find a niche that you're comfortable with.
Okay. All right. That's good. So
And
the next question.
sorry, Anton. Just to
meron pa.
interject na. And then the last
Oops. Richie. Kaya mo yan.
yeah, there we are. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back?
Yes. Kaya mo yan.
Sorry.
Go.
Okay. So when you find the niche that you want to be in, try to see what you can do to stand out from the rest. That's it.
Okay. That's good. So, that's good. That's good tip. Pero yun nga, sa advertiser, just going back to that competition, no, I think it's also a competition of advertising. When do you seriously get, advertising money? How many subs do you need to have to get to that point, or to build when you're starting to get to build to that point?
If you want to ano naman, organically from the YouTube Partner Program, the minimum there is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, meaning you need an audience to have consumed your content for 4,000 watch hours. So that's the first that's the first way. The second way naman you can earn from your YouTube videos is yun nga, sponsored videos. Whether ikaw mismo you pitch to brands your work, your channel, that you can do this, do that. You build a portfolio, you build a show reel, and as much as possible, you try to show metrics on how many views you've been getting, how you feel you can help the channel. How your channel can help the brand.
So when you're starting, the subs maybe does not matter. It's more the quality of content. That's what you're saying, no?
When you're starting off, I would say that, in fact, it's a mixture. Honestly, it's a mixture of both, because YouTube is a bit more forgiving when it comes to the quality of the content. If you've seen the, excuse me, if you see the let's say Mimiya, Mimiya's vlogs are very popular, but I wouldn't say the quality is talagang fantastic. No? It's very simple. Which is why I was saying they're very more the YouTube audience is more forgiving. They know that they're on YouTube, they're not on Netflix. So on Netflix they expect polished content, while here on YouTube, home videos, basta malinaw naman yung audio, malinaw yung picture. Medyo mas ano naman sila, mas forgiving in that aspect. But at the same time, kasi if you want your concept needs to be engaging and entertaining, something that they can or informative at the very least that they can learn from, para bumalik-balik sa channel mo, and they would want to see what content you have in the future. So it's a balance of both, I would say.
Okay. Itong next question, I think you're the foremost expert eh. So I think you're the only one who can answer this. The sexy industry has been heavily hit by the pandemic, and they're moving to online social media, Facebook group, to YouTube, to Instagram. What do you think is the future
Talaga?
of the sexy industry in the in the online space?
Wow.
Style ni Anton
Siyempre,
magtanong.
nung tinanong mo, siyempre pumasok si Mrs., di ba? So nakaganon siya sa akin. Ano sagot mo? So, sorry guys, I have a slight cough. Wala akong COVID.
Alam ko, trina-track mo yan eh. Trending yan sa'yo. So, ikaw ang expert dyan.
Okay. Timing, I just read the Esquire article that was shared by our friend Spanky Enriquez. Thank you, Spanky, who is the main source person for all things RAR. So I heard that because of the quarantine, these cam girls have been making a killing because of certain websites that made it easy for them to reach out to their audience. And not the way they're paid is not only do you pay a subscription fee, but if you want some of their private videos, you pay a separate fee. That's what I heard. And the most popular one among them, I heard now, earns roughly around 2 million pesos a month.
Tax-free.
Tax-free, I guess.
And I think half of that came from Spanky Enriquez. Now, I'm just
Kaya pala,
Kaya
nagbubukan kami ng
pala.
pera, Richie. Tsaka nagpupuyat si Anton.
So, yeah, I guess, that's also a trend that you think will continue to happen?
honestly, from what I read pa nga daw, these are some professionals, ha? This one girl was a chef who left na lang what she was doing in order to focus on that because she was already earning so much that she didn't need to do it anymore. Sana nga, pwede ba ako cleavage ng konti?
Pwede. May nakita ako.
Nandiyan pa yata si Rine.
I mean, if in all honesty, if it's not illegal or they're okay with what they're doing, then more power to them. Whoever wants to spend on them, that's their money as long as they're not stealing. Malamang ayoko na magsabi.
Okay, so that's good. Good answer. Yeah, sabi ko na nga, you're an expert eh. What do you think about bloggers? Just writing lang. Do you think they're dead na with all this video campaigns, from TikTok to Instagram to IG story, di ba? What do you think?
I don't believe that blogs are dead. I honestly don't. I still maintain my blog. I just realized a while ago that I forgot to embed videos, but I don't believe that the blog is dead. When you think about it, SEO is still a big thing, and the searchability, Google is still a big thing, the number one search engine. When you type something on Google, websites, the first and foremost thing that comes out are websites. It's because of their affiliation with YouTube that videos are also suggested. So I still personally believe in blogs. I don't feel mawawala yun at the
Okay.
moment.
At the moment. What do you think about the fashion content creators? Makeup.
Mm.
Do you think the pandemic had a big hit on their content, and moving forward, can they bounce back also?
Yeah, I do feel that they were also. I do feel that the beauty and fashion were hit hard, but it's a matter of how they're able to innovate their content. No, like a friend of mine, Mikhail Kizon, is a fashion influencer, and what he did was he turned to blogging, uh, doing fitness routines, and very entertaining blogs with his sister. So it's really a matter of how creative you can become with your content, no? How far you're willing to go. Normally, he would just do a photo shoot of himself wearing the newest clothes or something. And Mikhail is a good looking guy, di ba? So konting tingin lang sa camera, okay na yan. But here with YouTube, you get to see a deeper side of him, no? And I know people women find him good looking because I was walking in. We were together in Star Cruises one time, and I was walking in, and the cashier, this pretty Chinese cashier, was looking at me na parang ganda ng ngiti niya sa akin eh. Pagtingin ko sa likod ko, nandun pala si Mikael sa likod ko. Si Mikael lang tinitingnan niya. Langya. So, it's just a matter of how really learning how to adapt. Doing uh letting people show a different side to yourself. So that's the name of the game right now. It's adapting to the new normal.
Okay. Now, as we wind down this discussion, thank you for all your expert advice. As we wind down this discussion, coming out of the lockdown, we're still in the pandemic. I know during the lockdown, nobody charges
Mhm.
fee, di ba, to the sponsors because we want to help out. But
Yeah.
coming out, what do you suggest content creators do? I mean, um, do you charge the same rates pre-COVID? Probably not. Maybe half of it or maybe not at all. I mean, paano naman yun? How can the content creator economy move if the
Mhm.
advertiser also don't pay anything in a
Yeah.
sense? So any suggestion on how to jumpstart again that
Yeah.
content creator, advertiser
Mm.
uh, ecosystem?
So personally for me, if it's a small business, I try to it for me if it's a small home-based business lang, I talagang without question, no charge. Send me what you want me to feature. I will. Uh, but since you're not paying me, you cannot give me a deadline. I will post it. I promise. I will make a video for it. I promise. But you can't give me a deadline because I'm working and I'm and I'm doing other accommodating other requests as well. However, I think ang pwede mong the way to move on with brands who need content creators is the moment nga pag binigyan ka na ng deliverables and deadline. That's when you can charge. No, so parang okay, here let's say it's a PNG brand or something like
Oh,
that,
let's
no?
say PNG. Oh, let's say
Let's say
we started
PNG.
to advertise. Oh.
So ganito, Richie, can you give me one YouTube video, two Instagram, and one and I need it by this day. Yun, pwede na tayo okay, I have to dedicate time to that. I have to stop what I'm doing here for that. So, pag ganon, then you can discuss compensation.
But the question is, do you charge pre-COVID rates or may parang consideration for new lower down rates?
I would personally, in my situation, no, kanya-kanya, it's I can't speak for all, but like for me, I would I usually naman ask them ano yung budget nyo or something like that. Let's work together. But giving them a being giving a discount, I would say wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. And at the same time, it just shows parang goodwill to the strengthen your relationship with the brand as well. Na hopefully they'll remember that when times were down or when times were tough, they were a little bit down. They needed help getting traction once again. That you were there to help them. So not
Okay.
only are you asking for compensation, but you're building a relationship as well.
Okay. Did you think we were affected with the Facebook boycott, 'di ba? Yung advertising boycott in the US.
Mhm.
Unilever not putting in money to the social media networks.
Yeah.
Did that impact the Philippine content creator, at least on that side of the industry?
Well, I honestly I can't answer that because I'm not monetizing yet on YouTube. So wala pa I personally hindi ko na feel yung effects nun. So I couldn't say.
Okay. And I
And actually
guess
medyo it's too soon then no. It's
uh,
just happened recently.
that happened recently. So I think for just to close this discussion also, what do you think wag na natin sabihin next 10 years, next few months na lang kasi we don't know what
Yeah.
will happen next. I guess in the next few months, no, as we get into this pandemic effects of the pandemic on economy, how should content creators manage it in a way that we will all survive after this year? Any tips?
Ako, content creators need to remember that uh, this is we would like to think that this is this things will go back to normal soon, but the truth is, medyo there's no assurance yet. As long as wala pang vaccine, we're living in what we call the new normal. I hope and pray that in a year's time, 2 years time, that will things will normalize again. But as of right now, when you create content, you need to be wary of a lot of things. You need to be wary of uh, the environment you're in, whether it's and and practicing the necessary safety protocols. Uh, Even the content that you produce needs to fall into a certain category that is approved by YouTube. No? So you cannot you cannot show, let's say, someone in distress when it comes to COVID. You cannot even do pranks. Are You cannot monetize pranks, COVID related pranks.
Kaya mo yan. Go. Go, Woody.
Responsibly. I know,
Okay.
sorry, my throat. Yeah, but we need to do so responsibly. So it's one thing to say yes, I'm a content creator, but it's another thing also to act like a responsible person first and foremost. So I would just really adapt to the times, make sure that you follow safety protocols. If there are things that you can do at home, there are so many things that you can do. Like if you can create like what Anton has done from become the number one travel blogger, live streaming is now is has become his norm, di ba? Di na lumalabas na bahay.
Oo.
Our awesome planet to my awesome living room. Di ba? So just really adapt and do so
Oo.
responsibly. That's the biggest thing I can say.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
Maybe
you.
just final thoughts on PKS Eater itself. What are your plans? Because you celebrated the first 10 years. What are your
Yep.
plans for your next 10 or in the immediate future? What should we see in PKS Eater?
So prior to I had it's very sad because prior to the whole COVID situation, I had so many plans for Pickiest Eater, including continuing the series on iFlix, more material for that. We were going to develop a new concept for Pickiest Eater. I know, syempre, ayoko i-spoil, diba? Because we still hope to pursue it someday. But right now, I am focusing on home-based businesses that I can help, because anyone can review restaurants and ano, but at the same time, kung makatulong din ako sa home-based or even restaurants that need delivery. At the moment, I'm just doing a small part to help the food industry. That has been good to me. Without the food hotel industry, PKS Eater wouldn't be where it is. I haven't reached. Wala pa ako sa our awesome planet levels like I had hoped. But without these people, my friends in the industry that have supported me, I wouldn't be where I am now. So I plan to continue helping any way that I can for the immediate future. If I can get back to traveling in a couple of years, that would be great. But right now, I'm focused on helping businesses that need help.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro.
I just wanted to honor 10th year anniversary.
Thank you
Is
so much.
such a big milestone. And keep up the good work. Thank you for helping out a lot of people and making us laugh all the time.
That's my goal.
All right.
Thank you, Renaton, because like I said, malaking inspiration sa akin yung Our Awesome Planet. I was reading it. Baby pa lang ako. I was reading it. I was reading it. It was one of my inspirations talaga to get started on a food blog.
All right. Thank you so much. With that, thank you. And to the whole KTG also, thank you for setting that up with Spanky and stuff. All right. All right. Thank you. And we're here talking to Stan. Thank you for talking to. All right. Thank you, Galing,
Thank you. Live pa rin.
Oo, syempre. So hopefully we can do more collaborations in the future, di ba? And
Absolutely.
Hindi naman natin alam anong mangyari talaga with all this content creator stuff, di ba?
Right. Gotta do a part.
What do you think about live streaming pala for content creators? Do you think that can be monetizable?
I hope so, because I think it's a great way to reach out to your audience. I really I've been enjoying doing live streaming with Sina Ed and Sharwin, no?
Yeah.
So I do feel it's going to be the next step naman to take. It's like you have your own TV programs. Especially
diba?
StreamYard, and even people were doing already Zoom. So
tsaka wala ng ABS so nasa online
Exactly.
na lahat. Diba?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think the advertisers would see the value of a streamer?
I
malayo
hope so.
pa yun sa vocabulary nila?
Well, I hope so, because it can product placement can be done simply. Dito sa namin sa where I work, no, sa Thoughtful. We have we do a live stream every MWF, the Thoughtful Hour. And the Bistro Group, we did a giveaway for the Bistro Group GC 1000. Prior to that, we did one for a spa. They gave away beauty kits, diba? So it doesn't have to be hard sell. It can just be through product placement. But still, mileage for them pa rin.
Galing. At least we can meet. You know, I'm in Laguna, you're in Antipolo.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
We can talk during this time, meet our friends.
Right.
All right. Thank you. Salamat.
Thank you, Don. Thank you.
Galing.